Zheng Qinwen. Zheng Qinwen, born the 8th of October 2002, is a Chinese professional tennis player. She has a career-high singles ranking of world number 7 by the Women's Tennis Association, WTA, achieved on the 29th of January 2024. Zheng won her first WTA Tour tournament in 2023 in Palermo, Italy, defeating Jasmine Paolini, successfully defending the title the following year. She has won 2 WTA Tour, 1 WTA Challenger and 8 ITF singles titles, and was named the 2022 WTA Newcomer of the Year. She reached the major final at the 2024 Australian Open, and secured an Olympic gold medal at the Paris 2024 Olympics. Style of play. Zheng Qinwen is a moderately aggressive baseliner who leverages her athleticism to build a game centered on movement. She consistently produces winners from the baseline, but without taking significant risks. More often than producing clean winners, her style provokes errors from opponents. Her serve is efficient, aided by her above-average height. Junior career. Zheng was born in Xi'an, Hubei. Until the age of 3, she spent time in her maternal grandmother's home in Chengdu, Sichuan, where her mother originated. Zheng began playing tennis at age 7. 2 months later, 8-year-old Zheng left her family in Xi'an to train in Wuhan. About 3 years later, she moved to Beijing to train with Carlos Rodriguez, the former coach of Zheng's idol Li Na, and then moved to Barcelona with her mother in 2019. She began working with coach Berariba in 2021. Professional career. 2021, WTA debut, top 150. In January 2021, Zheng won the Tennis Future Hamburg, Germany, where she defeated Linda Fruhvirtova in the final of the $25,000 event, held at the venue of the Hamburger Tennisverband. On the 20th of June 2021, she won the final of the $60,000 Maculake Open in Starace Plavy, defeating Alexandra Krunic in 2 sets. Zheng made her WTA Tour debut at the Palermo Ladies Open, where she also recorded her first win, defeating second seed Ludmila Samsonova in the first round. 2022, French Open 4th round, first WTA Tour final, and top 25 debut. At the Melbourne Somerset 1, Zheng reached her first WTA Tour semi-final, beating Mai Hontama, former number 2 Vera Zvonareva, and Anna Konya, respectively. She lost her semi-final match to second seed Simona Halep, in straight sets. A week after the Melbourne Somerset, Zheng qualified for her first major event, at the Australian Open, where she defeated Alexandra Sasnovich in the first round. In the second, she lost to 5th seed Maria Sakkari, in straight sets. As a result, she reached the top 100 at world number 80, on the 31st of January 2022. At the French Open, Zheng defeated Marina Zanevska on her debut at that major. Next, she beat former French Open champion and 19th seed, Simona Halep, her first top 20 win, to move to the third round of a major for the first time in her career. She moved into the fourth round after Alizé Cornet's retirement. On the 30th of May 2022, she lost to top seed and world number 1, Iga Świątek of Poland, in the fourth round, referring to menstrual cramps as a contributing factor. Zheng was still happy about her performance and glad that she was able to play against the world's number 1. As a result, she moved to a new career high of number 54, on the 6th of June 2022, and reached the top 50, at world number 46, a week later when she won her first WTA 125 title at the Open Internacional de Valencia, defeating compatriot Wang Xiyu. She debuted at Wimbledon and defeated Sloane Stephens in the first round. She won her second match at this major against Grete Minin, before falling to the eventual champion, Elena Rybakina, in the third round. In August, Zheng defeated 5th seed Ons Jabeur by retirement in the second round for her first top 10 win, and defeated Bianca Andreescu in the third round of the Canadian Open to enter the first WTA 1000 quarterfinal of her career, losing to Karolina Pliskova in 3 sets. At the US Open, Zheng defeated Yelena Ostapenko in the first round and Anastasia Potapova in the second round. She was beaten in the third round by Julie Meyer, in straight sets. At the Pan Pacific Open in Japan, Zheng became the first Chinese teenager to ever reach a WTA Tour final, which she lost to Ludmila Samsonova. Her win over top seed Paula Badosa in the second round was her first completed top 10 win and second overall, after Jay Burr in Toronto. She also became the second teenager to make a WTA 500 level or higher final in the season, after Coco Gauff. As a result, she reached the top 30 at world number 28, on the 26th of September 2022, becoming the first Chinese teenager to do so. For her breakthrough season, Zheng was named WTA Newcomer of the Year. 2023, US Open quarterfinals, 2 WTA Tour titles, top 15. Zheng began the season with a win over former world number 2 player, Anett Kontaveit, in the first round of the Adelaide International, saving match points in the third set to triumph in a final set tiebreak. She lost to Victoria Azarenka in the second round, and also reached the second round at the Australian Open. On her debut at the Italian Open, she defeated Alize Cornet, Anna Bonda, and compatriot Wang Qia to reach the quarterfinals of a WTA 1000 tournament for the second time in her career, and her first tour-level quarterfinal on clay. As a result, she reached number 19 in the WTA rankings, becoming the fifth Chinese player to break into the top 20. The first four in order of career high ranking were Li Na, number 2, Wang Qia, 12, Peng Shuai, 14, and Zheng Jie, 15. At the French Open, as the 19th seed, she beat Tamara Zedonchek in the first round, before losing to Yulia Putincheva in the second. After the French Open, Zheng split from coach Berariba and began working with Naomi Osaka's longtime coach Wim Fissette. The grass court season yielded disappointing results, as she lost all three singles matches that she played. She received a wild card into her next tournament in Palermo. As the second seed, she double-biggled Sarah Irani, then beat Diane Parry, Emma Navarro and Maya Sharif to reach her second tour-level final, in which she beat Jasmine Paolini to win her first WTA Tour title. As the 23rd seed, Zheng defeated Nadia Podoroska and Kaya Konopi to reach the third round of the US Open, before beating Lucia Bronzetti in a three-set thriller to enter her second major fourth round. She upset fifth seed and defending finalist, Ons Jabeur, to advance to her maiden major quarter-final, losing there to world number 2 and eventual finalist, Arina Sabalenka. Fissette left Zheng after the US Open to rejoin Osaka, who planned to return to the tour after giving birth. Zheng won gold in singles at the Asian Games in September 2023. She captured her second WTA Tour title on home soil at the WTA 500 Zhengzhou Open, defeating Barbora Krejcikova. Following the 2023 WTA Elite Trophy, where she defeated compatriot Julin in the semi-finals, she entered the top 15 in the rankings. She rehired Berariba in the off-season at the end of 2023. At the end of the season, Zheng was named Most Improved Player by the WTA 2024 United Cup debut, Australian Open finalist, top 10, win over world number 1, Olympic champion. She made her debut at the United Cup as China's number 1 player, part of the team's debut at the tournament, and recorded her first win to clinch the tie with Czechia. Team China qualified for the quarter-finals but was defeated by eventual finalist, Team Poland. At the 2024 Australian Open, Zheng reached her first Grand Slam final, defeating Ashlyn Kruger, Katie Bolter, compatriot Wang Yafan, and Ocean Dodin in a 59-minute match. Zheng then defeated Anna Kalinskaya in the quarter-finals, and qualifier and first-time semi-finalist Diana Yastremska in the semi-finals. She became the fourth Chinese player to reach the semi-finals of a major, after Zheng Jie, Li Na, and Peng Shuai, the second finalist since Li Na in 2014, and the second woman in the Open era to reach Australian Open final by defeating 6 unseeded opponents after Sanchez Vicario in 1995. As a result, she reached the top 10 in the singles rankings, the second Chinese player to do so after Li Na. On August 3, 2024, she defeated Croatia's Donna Vekic in the final, 6-2, 6-3, to win the gold medal in women's singles at the 2024 Summer Olympics. This victory marks China's first win in women's singles and the country's first Olympic gold in tennis since the women's doubles in 2004.